So, I do not even know where to begin. Let's begin right here. Aisha, get well soon. Um, if anyone is aware, Aisha Rehab, a member of the page who has been very supportive from the very beginning, long before we had the intentions of the August 26th rise up for Palestine and Baby Ali and the tragedies that have occurred historically and all the rest. So Aisha, get well soon. We love you, and you get some rest. Folks, if you would please look up that donation cause. That's one that I'm really committed to deeply. She's running an orphanage. There's more to that situation than I can possibly describe without actually putting a person, in jeopardy. Uh, this is real stuff, and that's why I'm making tonight's video. I've been very busy. I know you guys can appreciate that for the most part, but at the same time, I got to be honest with you. I tried to make a message last night, and I just couldn't get it out there. It just wasn't what I had hoped to say. Um, it's hard, you know. I've been having a lot of conversations with a lot of people, and it has not all been motivating. I'll just say it straight out. So it's been hard for me to get back to the page. It's been hard for me to get back to the effort because it's a quagmire, and I know it is, and I see that it is. So I've been trying very desperately to figure out how it is to maintain this idea because I know the reality. The reality is either complete destruction or what we're talking about has to take off. I'm not talking about today, what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Jesus. You can see how hard this is. How do I go there? How do I tell you what I'm trying to say? Do I stop this video or do I just keep going? Shredding. Shredding me. So, I mean, I see the impossible outlook. I see how absolutely impossible it would sound to somebody to tell them to do what I'm asking people to do. Oh God, it's like, what do we have? How do I say this? Palestine. Palestine, you can't win. Palestine, I know and I love you and I love your pride. I love your courage. And every stone that you throw is a holy stone. I believe that because every stone represents the lives that have been lost. Not just in the last year's war, we're calling this war, this fucking invasion, this attack, this terrorist attack from Zion that just obliterated in a genocidal massacre you, Palestine. And here's the reality that I'm trying to say, and I can't hold back. And I've been encouraged, I've been actually told that a number of things, I've been told we got to be careful about the images and the conversations that we have. Of course, we do, insensitive, because there's always this take. You see, I don't live there. I'm naive. What right do I have to speak to you in Palestine? I'll say this. I believe somehow my soul rests in Palestine. My soul is and is unrested in Palestine. Maybe I'm talking way too metaphorically, but I've met people there that I have come to love, that I care about, that are under a constant situation where they could be arrested for just trying to make a difference. They're working themselves to the bone. They're working themselves in a jeopardizing situation, one that is more real than I can even relate to. Palestine, listen, you cannot beat Zion. There aren't enough stones, there are not enough slingshots, there are not enough missiles you can make. Bottle rockets, I refer to them, because you know full well. So it's either struggle until every last one of the Palestinian people are scattered to what's left, and there is no land, believe me. You know full well Zion's motives is not to allow a single house to stand. Not one house. That is their motive. It is genocide. It is apartheid. And the world is asleep, and we're trying our best to wake up the rest. And there's a lot of people that are starting to see. On August 26, 2015, I will not give up on this cause. God, I will not give up on this. So help me if I have 15 people in the world standing up, if I have 1,000 people in the world, it doesn't matter to me. What matters is I won't stop. I won't stop until there's peace. And we have either or. Palestine, this is for you. My message is for you. And somebody I was talking to last night, two different people who have been working with you for a very long time, and I feel their defeat. I feel that they're encouraged by my voice, my ambition, and they're like, we know what you're saying, we love what you're saying, but it can't happen because they recognize the reality that you in Palestine are facing this. Your children have been killed and are being killed, and today, and there's more and more homes and villages being destroyed. It's not going to get better. So we either do something that I'm asking you to do that is absolutely against, and I may be very wrong in this assumption. It was described to me by a number of people in this manner that the Palestinian, and hopefully the world that is listening to this message, anybody, I know there's people around the world that are hearing this, not to say it's everybody in the world is hearing this. There are people that are hearing this, and I'm hoping you're spreading it. It was described to me in this way, and I'm repeating from somebody who lives there. It is as though we have Israel who straps the hand of the Palestinian in this hand, and then we have Hamas who straps the hand of a Palestinian in this hand, and then we have the cabal that straps this one, and then we have the world that straps this one. And I'm using two different people's description of how they see it, and I have to agree. We have Zion. We see what's happening there. We have this other demand that is I don't have a right to speak about. So I'm only relaying what simple message I was told. And then we have Kaval, I think she said, is the law restrictions and these things. And then we have the world that just is turning their back. So we have basically what I'm trying to say is we have the Palestinian is the loneliest, most by themselves, and they're trying to get a message out. I want to send beauty to Palestine. So here's I have an idea. I have an idea, and I don't want to stop believing it, and I'm not going to stop saying it. If you disagree with me, please understand. I understand you disagree. But what if all of Palestine, from the sea to the sea, from the river to the sea, but all of Palestine, every Palestinian national, every Palestinian person, make a blanket action of peace? It would be a unified. If you remember Gandhi, he was one man who managed to do what entire armies and wars have not been able or have it is taken to accomplish, which is to get rid of this imperialism. If you recall the situation in the United Kingdom and India, and you had Gandhi who protested and went on fasts and things and did a single man a voice of peace, he got the world's attention. So here's what I'm asking you to do: to believe in that, to believe in the laws and the principles of the prophets of peace. On August 26th, I'm not asking you to rise up and vocal, because you can be arrested and killed and slaughtered. We know what will happen. I'm asking quite the opposite. I'm asking for an absolute sit down. All of Palestine sit down in peace and refuse to strike back. I know the hair on all the arms just stood up of everybody. They said, how can you ask us not to strike back? This is our pride. Because I don't want you to die. Because if you look at the truth, you will not win. You can't win. It's not going to happen. And more and more children are going to die, and Zion is going to win. Until you can see the reality. The pride and the ego is going to get you killed. It's going to get you wiped out. And the Zionism, so how do we beat Zionism? We go to the heart. We go to the weak spot of Zionism. We go right to Palestine. We go to the real, we unmask the truth. All right, Zionism is a global imperialist event that is hijacked and has one mission, and that is global domination. Global domination. And people are going to start to wake up. There's a lot of people that have. They're being called racists. They're, by people who are trying to either distract the Jewish people, or that are saying you're distracting, and in reality, they know full well that has nothing to do with being Jewish. Absolutely nothing. In fact, the Judaism has been hijacked by a political ambition. So I'm asking for Palestine to sit down, and from now on, refuse to strike. One action of peace. It's better in conversation. I can explain things more clearly. Stop. Because they're just going to keep going. And if you do this, the world will notice. The whole world, if you speak it loudly, Palestine is sitting. A sit-in, as we call it in the 60s in the United States. We called it a sit-in. It's an action of civil defiance, peaceful. Nobody goes to jail, no holy stone is thrown. I feel every heartache. I feel every ounce of pain. I swear to you, I feel with every rock that has been thrown, there is hope in that stone that you will crumble the giant against you. But I swear to you, you can't crumble it with stones. Listen to the principles of spirit in your own tradition. In whatever religious tradition, when we listen to the wisdom, when we listen to the truth, we see the only thing that can possibly make the difference. People have said there will always be war. Don't believe this anymore. It doesn't have to be. I refuse to accept those. That I understand the concepts, but I see through this now. I see through this. I'm tired of government rule. I'm tired. I see past this. We are going to transcend this government anarchy, a global anarchy, man. People that misunderstand anarchy. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this, and we're going to start by saving the by going to the heart of the snake. Again, you can't go for the snake from the mouth. You go for the snake from the heart, and the heart of the snake is Palestine, because the snake is the people. We are the snake. The snake has no body without us. It has no teeth without us. The snake will find itself naked and afraid and a single little puppet standing behind the curtain. Understand me. We have to win. We can't have children dying anymore, and the only way is peace. It's the only possible way. Every other principle is clash, conflict, and that science says, basic principles say, the weaker party will always fall. We cannot win by courage alone. We can't. I'm asking you to believe in what you believe in your heart, what you believed in as a child. I'm asking for every person to believe in what I'm saying enough, to spread this message enough, to get this out there, all of Palestine, to believe in what in all of the world. Let's remember, August 26, 2015, the world will be rising up with you. However many, I have no idea, but God, I'm not going to give up until this message is out. All the world will be with you. And sit down, lay down, whatever it is, throw nothing. And the world will see and make it a statement. It has to be heard. Okay? It has to be heard. Make it a statement. We're going to try to start the relief effort. Okay? The relief that has not been happening. I can't afford, God, if I could send the money that I want to send to you, Khalil, if I could send it to you today, I would. People don't want to hear, man. You know, you stand up and in a group and you say, hey, I have something I wanted to say. People leave. They don't want to hear. I try, and if I'm going to do everything I can. I believe in, I don't believe in living in comfort whenever there's, people, in less than condition. If I can give, I'm quite content. I don't need. I'm not in need. And when there are people in need, I feel I must give. So believe me, my heart, what do I have to give? What I can. What I can. Aisha, if I could, I would give my bare hands to your cause. You're running an orphanage, and you have collapsed from exhaustion. I'm begging the world to wake up and see what's going on. So I don't want this to go on much longer. Palestine, lay down in peace. Sit down in peace. Because what will happen, it's just the same principle. Refuse to strike again. I love when I see the stubbornness of a Palestinian child or a woman, especially. It just is so incredible to see them get out of my way, you Jewish motherfucker, get out of my way. And I love to see that, but right now, we have a way out of the killing. We need to become clear on the goal, which is to stop the death, to maintain Palestine, and then we can begin to work on recovering what has been lost. But until the peace can begin, we can't get there. And the only way we're going to achieve that is if absolute peace occurs from one side. Let the aggression, the hateful, mean aggressors be shown. Let them come out and be exposed as what they truly are. The world will take notice. We must be not just us, not just me and you, not just if Palestine rises together in one single action of this August 26, 2015, or whatever day you can all get this information out, whatever you have to do, but whatever it takes, this act can happen. This act can work. And then things can begin to rebuild. Keep your sight on the goal. It's not going to happen with stones. And all Israel has done, and this is where I'm going to end this message, every single time that Palestine has reacted with pride and courage to say, get off of our land, it has been exploited and dominated by the Jewish media, okay? And it has been shown as, see, we are defending ourselves. There is no defense against a man with a rock against an army. That's not defense. We know that. Everybody waking up. It's so plain to see, guys. With my friends, listen to me. It's so obvious now. Okay? Let the world look. We need you to show this. Okay? It's gonna take a big action for the world to look. And when they start to scratch, they're gonna look. They will dig. I promise you, it's all in front of them now. Everything is becoming very, very clear, and you're watching. Zion is getting its grip. They are starting to, it is full bore. At this point, they have absolutely gone full bore. No holds barred. Zionism's plan is all, and people are going to start to wake up to the reality. Believe me when I say, when the United States wakes up to the truth, every fucking patriot in this country is going to rise up against Zion. Believe me, Palestine, you will have your land. I promise you. I need you to believe in what I'm saying. Believe in what I'm saying. I need you to believe that a single act of peace, and it will last. The statement is, we will never strike back. And believe me, Zion will try. We may, for God's sake, if we aren't loud enough in the beginning, they may try. Some little radical rat will shoot a frickin' sniper rifle. You know how they are. I know how they are. And the world is going to start to see how they are. Look at what they did to the family. Look at what they've done to every family since, before. All right, enough. 24 minutes. That's my message. August 26th, I will not give up. I've had every weight, every pressure, every activist who has given up their passion, who has given up their hope, and has accepted the idea that no, peace isn't possible. And it's not, believe me, those who I'm talking to, you know how much I love you. This is not me saying this is my passion. And I say to you, I will not allow politics to redirect me. I will not let anything interfere in the clarity of the vision that I have in my heart. It has been given to me. When you see it, you can't unsee this. Peace is the only way. Peace is the only way. Palestine, I need a reaction. I need a reaction to this video. Share this video. I'm sorry I started off slow. I'm sorry I went on so long. Share this video, America. Share this video, world. August 26th. Come join Free the People of Planet Earth. It's a Facebook group page. For more information, or just start asking around these other groups, They know about it. There's going to be a big group, whatever you do, if you see this video, You better be out on that street August 26th, wherever you live. Please be out there with us. Have the courage, for sakes, have the courage. I don't care where, if you live in a small town, big town. Get out there with some information, something to say to somebody. Tell people to learn about what's happening. All right? Remember, we're rising up for baby Ali. Baby Ali did not die in vain. Baby Ali has died to expose Zionism, to bring world peace. Baby Ali is the greatest. Please, Palestine, don't be offended by my message. I understand. I hear you. But I'm asking for, it's only going to work if we have one unified effort, one unified voice. We sit down, all of Palestine, at noon, and we refuse to strike back. Think of the message. Make it loud and clear. Make it loud and clear. Inshallah. That's a new word for me. Love and peace.